First story. OP feels pressured into taking care of her mother, who never considers her her daughter. I really need to get this off my chest because I have no one to turn to for support about my problems. A bit of background before I tell you about the situation right now. I am a 34-year-old woman living in Canada, but I am Chinese. My father's family, I'm not sure if they ever considered me family, has run a successful fishing business for nearly 70 years. They have a lot of money and are well known for their successful businesses. My mother's family is wealthy because both of my grandparents are professors. My two older brothers, 36 and 38, get everything they want, whereas I have to beg them to buy me a new pair of shoes because they despise the fact that I exist in this world. What's the reason? A typical Asian reason for disliking women. Boys are superior to girls. Women should stay in the kitchen while men make money, that sort of thing. My parents despise the fact that I can outshine my two wonderful brothers. Not going to happen though. I am not smart at all, but I am active and always participate in events and stuff. They always tell me not to do this or that, and to stay at home and clean the house. I moved out after graduating from high school and receiving a scholarship. I flew to the US and graduated 4 years ago. I passed the board exam and am returning to Canada to look for work. Following that, I received a phone call from my grandmother congratulating me. I feel super happy since I was a child, she has been the only person who has shown genuine concern for me and has given me gifts. A small thing, but I 100% appreciate it. My parents chastised me for bragging about my accomplishments and tried to force me to resign from my job. I've cut off all contact with them since then, but I've kept in touch with my brothers, who also treat me well. They are probably sick of my parents' behavior as well, but they don't know how to cut ties because my parents expect a lot from them. Now, the main reason I'm posting this is that my mother has been diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. My brothers both refused to stay with her and asked my father to hire a nanny or caregiver instead. My father had no choice but to ask me if I could at least be with my mother. No, I said. I told him that if they only remember me because they have no other options, I'm out. I don't care if my mother is afraid of needles or simply wants some company while undergoing chemotherapy. How can they expect me to look after them when they treat me as an outsider and criticize me as a useless child? They never give me love, support, or even simple compliments. All my life, they have blamed me for this and that. But still, she is the woman who gave birth to me, and I feel terrible about it. I don't know what to do. My mind is a mess, and I can't do any work because of the continuous calls from my mom's family side and from my dad's family side, forcing and pushing me to agree to take care of the sick woman who gave birth to me. What do I do? Note. Yes, my mother told me that she never considered me her daughter when I told them that I was flying to the US to study. When I was a child, on every birthday, she would look at me with disgust and tell me she never wished to celebrate any more of my birthdays. TLDR. I 34F don't know if I should take care of my sick mother 72F. She never treats me as her daughter and always sees me as someone who can just die, and they couldn't care less. Update. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone who messaged me and at least told me what I should do. I apologize for not responding to the comments because I needed to rest and get some therapy to protect my health. I had a lot of messages from my messages in WeChat when I opened my phone again yesterday. I come from my father's and mother's families. They keep urging me to return to China and bring some shame to my mother, who gave birth to me, and other such things. Because it was a group chat, my brothers saw it and decided to chastise them for forcing me and exploiting my weakness to force me to return home. They send a lengthy message in which they describe everything my mother did to me when I was a child. From not providing a heater in my room during the winter season to turning my birthday into a punishment day, and so on. My oldest brother told them that if my mother treated me well and not like garbage, I would probably take care of her. He then told them that none of her children wanted to care for her because she was the true witch who mentally awed her children. My second older brother then told them that if the two of them, who had received excellent treatment from the witch, don't want to look after her, what about me? She only gives punishments and harsh words. After my brothers said that, none of our relatives texted. If she had treated all three of us well, we would gladly return to China and take care of her. I'm currently taking a break. My boss is aware of what is going on and has granted me a week off so that I can perform well when I return to work. Please treat your children equally, all the parents out there. I hope that no other children have to go through what I have. In the comments. Hello everyone. I am the OP on the post shared by this wonderful person. I'm not familiar with Reddit, but another wonderful person messaged me, saying that I should check it out because a lot of people are saying positive things. I'd like to respond to some of the questions I've seen in both the comment section and my messages. How can my parents have 3 children when China has a one-child policy? Both of my brothers were born in China. But when my second brother was born, the Chinese government fined my family. I believe it is around $200,000 in today's money, and our family is taxed every year. Why didn't my mother have an abortion when she found out I was a girl? Also, it's difficult to know whether she was born in Canada or China. I was born in Canada and raised there until I was 2 years old. My parents relocated to Canada in order to have another male child, but they were surprised when the child was a girl. The main plan is to abort me, but Grandma said no, and that if they insist, she will remove them from her will. How did she survive growing up in China? I did not attend school under my real name. Our kitchen maid takes on the role of my fake mother, and she attends school meetings and other events. What degree did I complete? I studied political science as a pre-law major before attending law school and taking the bar exam. I'm not sure how I did it, but I passed the bar exam and am now a licensed lawyer. How did I manage to live in the United States without the support of my family? Please allow me to take pride in this. I used to be a janitor. Usually between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. I clean comfort rooms for a small company. And from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. I study because most of my classes are after lunch. So I only get 3 hours or less of sleep. And my weight and health aren't the best at that time. But it's worth it. How did your brothers treat you as a child? They remind me of Batman and Superman. On their birthdays, they would secretly give me cake slices. And as far as I recall, they once bought a jujube cake for my birthday and used a stick from the ground as my candle. Even though they can't defend me, they are the ones who comfort me and would sneak out of tutor sessions just to play with me, which is a big deal for me. How is your mental health after all of this? It's not good. But the amount of work I have to do has made me stop thinking about I'm alive and other things. My self-esteem is as low as the Grand Canyon, not to mention my 83-pound frame. When you grow up being downgraded, it's difficult to maintain your composure. There are still a lot of questions, but I think this is enough. I only share this to serve as a lesson to all parents that no matter what gender your child is, please treat them equally and love them. Again, I did not post this to gain sympathy, but to let parents know that children need supportive parents, not ossive ones. Second story. A 25 won 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. My girlfriend 25F is very upset that I'm taking my brother 31M and not her. A couple days ago, I won a trivia contest that gave me an all-expenses-paid trip to the Super Bowl. As you could imagine, I was so excited, but it's gotten to the point where I wish there was a way I could sell the package and forget about it. My brother and I were together and decided to try for tickets to this local contest. I was the official contestant, but I actually ended up getting the answer I needed from my brother. From that point on, I never even thought about who to take. Since it was something we both did, and he ended up actually giving me the answer, of course he was going to go. I excitedly told my girlfriend, who didn't even know I was trying, that I had won tickets and I was going with my brother. She then got very upset that I was not taking her. For the record, she is a football fan, so it's clear she would love to go. But my brother gave me the answer. How could he not go? My brother said he would understand if I took her and saw the problem that this was causing for me, and he offered his ticket to her. I didn't even tell her that he made this offer because I don't think that's the point. I think she's being selfish and putting a damper on the entire experience. I told her all this, but she is not backing down and said that if you win a trip for 2, it should automatically go to your significant other. Maybe that's true if it were on a romantic getaway or cruise, but this is something my brother and I did together, and he's the reason I won. I think she is being selfish, and she thinks I am being inconsiderate of her. I don't know who is right or what to do. I wish I had never won these tickets, because no matter what happens, the entire experience has been marred. I thought of giving the tickets to my brother and his wife and just forgetting about the whole thing. But because I won the tickets under my name, it has to be me. How should I handle this? TLDR, I won Super Bowl tickets because of my brother. When I told my girlfriend we were going, she was furious. I was taking him, not her. What should I do? Relevant comments. Predator murder. You didn't win the tickets. You and your brother won the tickets. The other ticket is his, not yours to do with. Tell her that. OP. I wish I had said this when I told her, but I didn't think it would be an issue. I don't think I could reframe it at this point without her seeing through it. She already knows the story. Delete it. What's there to see through? Give her the play-by-play. This was pertinent information from the beginning. Being thorough means she gets all the information and gets a well-informed analysis of the situation. Knowledge is power. OP. She knew from the start that my brother had given me the answer. She knows we did it together. She knows I already invited my brother. She also knows that the tickets are under my name and that I could theoretically choose someone else, which is why she needed to make a fuss about how it should be for her. I don't think I could reason with someone who said, if your brother wanted to go, he should have won them himself. Dormy fansubs. Rock and a hard place. Does your GF even like football? If not, why the hell does she want to go? The best plan would be to give up your ticket and have your brother and wife go. OP. I stated this in the post. She does like football, so she'd have a great time. I actually would love to give them the tickets to put this mess behind me, but the tickets are non-transferable. If I don't go, no one does. Paralleraza. If I don't go, no one does. Then go and have a great time with your brother. Your GF is entirely in the wrong here. Update. Thanks to everyone for the advice. It was very helpful. This was a very stressful and long few days. I'm just glad there seems to be a resolution. I had tried talking to my girlfriend, and she was still clearly upset. I approached the conversation as many people said, keeping in mind that she was more disappointed than controlling and would come around. Unfortunately, she was being unreasonable. She said, I could go, but that doing so would hurt her a great deal, and that she would need some time to reevaluate things. I should have just ended things with her there, but I was so sick of these tickets by this point that I didn't even have the heart to go, even if I did decide to end things with her. As suggested by some of the comments here, I called up the radio station and asked if it was at all possible to transfer the tickets to my brother so he could go with his wife. They were totally understanding and awesome about it, and said they were sorry I couldn't go, but they were glad to put the tickets in my brother's name for me. I was just glad to have it behind me at that point. I told my girlfriend what I did and that I was staying here, and she said that I was being dramatic and immature. She said that I transferred the tickets to my brother just so I could win the argument and look like a martyr. It was at this point that I reached my breaking point. I calmly told her this relationship was over. I wasn't even mad at this point. I was just confused that a person I thought I knew could act this way. She said she was going to break up with me because of the way I handled this anyway, so breaking up with her didn't matter. My brother immediately told me I dodged a bullet and was glad that she was out of everyone's lives. My brother's wife was totally cool about me using her ticket and didn't even question it, even though I'm technically taking back my gift from her. They insisted that I go with my brother, and it was their idea. So now I'm the guest on my original tickets that I won. I am happy to say that I arrived in San Francisco a few days ago, and am having the time of my life. My girlfriend didn't unfollow me on social media, and I'm posting as many pictures as I possibly can. Thanks everyone, transferred tickets to my brother. My girlfriend was still petulant, and we broke up. I got to go on the trip with my brother anyway. Thank you for watching the video.